Hello everyone, Tiara here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in. I am doing a fandom soap today. There are going to be lots of fandom inspired soaps coming at you for the January shop update. It would not be a proper fandom release if I didn't have a Harry Potter inspired soap. So I've lost count of how many of those I've done so far, but here is one more that I have thought of, and it is based around Quidditch. So I have just mixed my lye solution into my oils. It has sodium lactate and Tussa silk in it, and as usual my oils have coconut milk powder and kaolin clay in there. I am whisking this for today because I'm going to be doing some sculpted layers, and I want this to stay pretty fluid. So once this looks like it is mixed up enough where nothing is separated, I am going to pour this off into a whole bunch of different colors. Colors that I'm using, I want to represent the colors of the Quidditch field. So we've got some enchantment green from Nurture in here. Got some green vibrance, and that is to represent the different stripes of grass on the field. And then over into these other buckets, this is a sky blue from Nurture soaps, and that's going to be the sky. Into this little bucket I have some titanium dioxide. That will be the clouds. And so that is the colors going into the soap. I'm going to mix each one of these colors in by hand and start with that green vibrance color first. Well, I changed my mind on doing the green vibrance first. I am working with the enchantment first. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my fragrance, which I am doing a coriander and citrus. It's a very fresh, very citrusy type of smell. And I want to say it's a dupe from the Crabtree and Evelyn line, if anyone is familiar with that. I've never smelled it before, but I looked it up, and that is a scent that they carry, and it's very unusual because I've never seen anything like this before. But I have raided another soap maker's stash who was getting rid of some of their fragrances, and this is one that I picked up, and so I am just going to add some of that in. I'm going to give this a stir and hope that it doesn't cause any type of acceleration or ricing. And then I will pour this into my mold. I'm going to let it set up a little bit so that I can sculpt it with this little cake comb here. Kind of get some grass going on. Okay, so for the top of this, we have to have a golden snitch. So that is what I'm going to attempt to make here. I have these golden gumballs that I'm going to put on top to represent the body of the Snitch. And then on the sides I have some, I'm going to put these melt and pour feathers that look like wings. And that is going to be our Quidditch soap. I'll cut it, and then I do have a little stamp that I want to add to the front of this to really tie it all together. Lots of stamps, lots of fandoms going on in these soaps lately. I'm trying to line these up properly, so hopefully I can do that. As you guys know, I am a huge fan of Harry Potter. I think I've done enough Harry Potter soaps to keep me busy. I just recently got an advent calendar for myself. And it is a Harry Potter themed sock advent calendar. I picked it up at Target. They have like so many different fandoms and advent sock calendars. But I got myself this Harry Potter one. I am so excited to use it. I also got a advent calendar of chocolate. I get one of those every single year. I'm just like a little kid at heart. What can I say? They're so much fun. I love advent calendars. I think I look forward to them the most every year. And it's been a interesting Christmas decorating, preparing, like celebrating type of month so far. We just had a very Christmassy filled weekend. I think we're just getting all our Christmas vibes on. I am way ahead of the game with like my shopping, and I decorated. I said I wasn't going to decorate this year, and I did. Let's see if we can get these to stay up, and I'm going to try to use the side of the mold as a prop. But I got all my decorating done, and I decorated the office for work. We just had a really busy weekend. I started my Friday off with my friend Sarah, who has never gone ice skating before, and Bradley and I had went earlier in the year, and I was very terrible at it, but I decided I would give it another go with Sarah, who I knew wasn't going to show off. She had never gone, and so it was funny. I got to laugh at her because she was like very awkward on the ice, and for my second time I was a lot better. I actually had to hold her hand the whole entire time. A lot of fun, Christmas music playing. They had the whole entire avenue decorated up around it, and all the Christmas vibes and lights, and it was just so much fun to just get things started. Then Bradley and I went to one of my favorite places in Maryland, which is Ellicott City, and I've talked to you guys about this in a couple different videos. I have made an acquaintance down there. One of the shop owners, Autumn, had contacted me a couple times to do some custom soaps for her, and so she wanted her holiday ones, and I got to deliver them, and they were having, the whole entire city of Ellicott City was having a Christmas decoration. It was called Christmas Celebration, which was called Midnight Madness, and all the stores stayed open till like 1 o'clock in the morning, and they had Christmas carolers going, and get all your Christmas shopping in, and people dressed up, and it was a lot of fun with the vending events, and of course we found a nice restaurant to eat at. I need to go get the rest of my little wings here. We also visited a shop that had every single kind of gourmet popcorn flavors you can think of, from pepperoni pizza to, what was one, dill pickle. There were so many different flavors. There was a giant room full of socks in every print that you can possibly imagine. I am obsessed with socks. I have way too many, and too many pairs to ever wear in one lifetime, and the collection keeps getting bigger. One of my favorite shops there recently got shut down because this town has suffered about 2 really big floods that wrecked so many businesses that decided not to open back up and rebuild. And ever since I was a little girl, I've been visiting this shop, and I was so happy this visit that they were open. They decided to come back because the last time I dropped off soap, Sweet Suds Boutique, they were closed, and I was just like heartbroken that if they aren't open ever again, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, but I'll leave some footage at the end. This shop is like 3 floors covered from every single inch in something, from mermaids to fairies, ornaments, costumes, Halloween. There's just all those little villages everywhere, fandom stuff. I just absolutely love this store. So happy it's back open. Okay, I've added a lot of glitter on that, and I think this is the coolest Harry Potter soap that I've ever made. I love it. That turned out better than I thought it would. Interrupting the soap making for a special package I just got in the mail. Roxanne from Rockberry Soaps in Texas said she was out shopping for her store one day and came across these and thought they had to be me. And this is so me. And you guys, it's socks. And I'm sitting here talking about all of these socks that I just bought. And we got more socks. But that is so thoughtful. Thank you so much, Roxanne from Rockberry Soaps. You were right. I had to have these. Even though it has nothing to do with feet. But smell you later is definitely what I say at the end of every single video. And I mean that in a good way. Thank you, Roxanne. Alright, let's cut it and see what it looks like on the inside. Hopefully I lined this up nicely enough that I don't butcher any of these poor little snitches. Alright, you guys, you ready for this big reveal? I love it. Of course, there's still one more thing to do to it. I have bought a stamp from Rockin' Robert's Designs. He just customized and made this for me, and we are going to put those Quidditch goals on there, and it's going to be really neat. I was looking up some inspiration for this soap, and come to find out, Quidditch has been created in real life. Like, there are Quidditch teams and people play this as a real sport in real life, which is very interesting. I'd love to know how that goes because, well, you can't fly on brooms, I'm sure, but I bet it would be a lot of fun to hardcore Harry Potter fans. I tell you what, I am one of them, but I'm not a very sporty kind of person, so I can't say I would ever play it. Alright, I love this soap. It is going to be available on the January 24th shop update. It's going to be a really big shop update. I was a little behind for December, but that is just because it is a busy time of the year, and I go hardcore on Christmas. Like, I start my Christmas shopping early. I plan lots of events and things to do, and I love watching all the movies. I have to get started on my Christmas cookies. We watched the Santa Claus last night. Bradley has never seen that with Tim Allen in it. Gotta watch Elf and Home Alone. There are just so many Christmas things to do, and I am just loving this season. It's one of the holidays that I just feel like I go all out for. And it even snowed last night. When I was making this soap yesterday, it was just cloudy and rainy and blah. And I wasn't in the Christmas spirit, but we got a little dusting of snow last night, and it was like I was secretly hoping that rain yesterday would be snow. And well, we got some snow. Earliest I think we've gotten snow in a very long time, but it is very welcome. So you guys are going to be seeing this design on the next soap that I do. These wings that I did with the feathers, I actually pulled that out for a different design on another fandom soap. And the original design for this was to pipe the wings on, and I think I'm quite happy with how this turned out even better. But I was going through all my molds trying to find out what to put on top of a different soap I wanted to do. And I found the feather mold, and I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect. And it's perfect for the other soap that I'm doing. I am going to have a little bit of trouble though, probably with packaging. I think that is going to be an issue as far as them not breaking. I don't know, we'll have to think of something clever to do. I don't want them to break, and of course it's just, they're very big. They're very flimsy too. I just love this soap. I think it turned out even better than I could have possibly imagined. So stay tuned after this for the stamping. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you liked what you saw, Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the comment section and down below. And until next time, I hope you guys have a very nice day, and I will smell you later.